They don't understand how many kids they've killed, and they don't think they done nothing wrong. They think I'm supposed to apologize because they kill kids. Think about that, y'all. They think we supposed to apologize because they kid killers. Make that make sense. Yeah, I'm looking rough out here, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. See, when dealing with these kid killers, they get offended when you speak your truth. So they try to put a coat around you and play these dumbass games. They don't realize all of them gonna die. All of them gonna die. They old, they stupid, and they all raise shitty kids. So since they raise shitty kids and kill kids, they think they could tell us what to do with our kids. You can't tell me what to do with my kid. You're poor, you raise bad kids, and you're shitty parents. I repeat, you're poor, you raise bad kids, and you're shitty parents. Any person that's sitting out here working with this bullshit is a dummy. They're a dummy. And here's the catch. They think we're all supposed to just be okay with it. I'm not. I'll never be okay with it. I would never agree with people who sat around and killed people for fun. That makes no sense to me. All of them, they sit around and every day they spend their lives fucking with other people. Make it make sense. How do you spend your life bothering other people? How do you wake up every morning as a man and bother another man? Think about that. Think about that. A bunch of kid killing people want to wake up and tell a man how to be a man when they not a man. A real man wouldn't kill a kid. That's why y'all have horrible deaths. Y'all have horrible deaths because God don't accept. God don't like y'all. And y'all think that going to church will change something. You think talking to the Pope will change something. And if you're Muslim in the military, you stupid. You's a dummy. They killing all the Muslims and you Muslim in the military. Make that make sense. You killing your own kind in the military. Now, from my understanding, from the Constitution, religion shouldn't even matter. But that's what they do. They've killed everybody's kids. Yeah, they've raped everybody's daughters. All they do is rape, rob, pillage, and steal. That's all they do is rape, rob, pillage, and steal. No, I've talked to the soldiers. I've talked to the soldiers. I know the soldiers. That's all they do is the women in Iraq had to put things inside of their cooch. You know why? Because the men were raping the women over there in Iraq. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. Everyone gets offended because they think it's my opinion. It's not my opinion. It's a fact. The men were raping women in Iraq, and I'm sure they did it everywhere else. I'm sure they did it everywhere else. So y'all sitting here and y'all just stand with this coat shit. Any woman that supports what these men been doing to people is sick. Any woman that supports what these men been doing to people is sick. It just doesn't make any sense. And then y'all sit here and think we're supposed to accept it. Like, let's see what gas claims that. Then I'm just tired of all of this shit. I'll go to another country if y'all get the fuck out my way. I will get the hell out of this country and leave y'all poor. I don't even want to be here. I hate this country. This is a stupid ass country. Because all y'all do is lie. And then when a person want to leave, you try to hold them in your country. Yeah, I don't want to be here no more. So quit playing with my money. I don't want to be in this country. This is a stupid country. All y'all do is care about rape, rob, pillage, and stealing and taking people money. That's all y'all do. Y'all sick. Y'all are sick. And y'all need to get out of them goddamn coats. All of y'all. All of y'all. The only reason you in the coats is because you feel important. Y'all aren't important. If you were important, your family would love you more. The reason y'all families don't love you because you're not important. Y'all need to start looking at the truth and stop sitting here playing these stupid ass games like y'all important. Y'all come up with all these dumbass tasks and think somebody want to play the game with you. I don't. Man, I got a big old pimple on my lip too. That's a pimple, y'all. There ain't nothing. Just a little pimple. Ain't nothing. Little hair on my face. Ain't nothing. But we gonna talk because I don't care. I'm sick of these people. They all have mental illnesses. They all have mental. Anyone who sits here and agrees with this shit has a mental illness. You need to quit taking all those narcotics, quit taking all them pills to make you feel better. Quit taking all them pills, quit taking all them narcotics to make you feel better. You sick motherfuckers. That's y'all problem. Y'all so sick. You're so sick. And you tried to act like I was sick. No, I'm sick because I see what you're doing wrong and I acknowledge it. See, y'all don't want nobody to say nothing to y'all, but I'ma always say something. I'ma always say something because I don't care. I don't care. God will take care of me. God, he gonna take care of y'all too. For all the kid killing y'all done did, all the rape, rob, pillaging, and stealing y'all done did. That's all y'all do. And then y'all sit here and want us to take it. No, I don't take that shit. And any problem you gave me, we're gonna deal with that shit. Ain't no negotiation for no peace. I didn't tell you to bother me. How you gonna bother me and then ask for peace? How you gonna bother somebody and then ask for peace? That's a pussy move. That's soft. If y'all was really gangster, you would really be out here on your own too. Instead, y'all play gay games. A bunch of faggots who like to get fingers stuck in their booty and shit. Come on, man. Let's make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. All of y'all are sick. Y'all are some sick ass people. Then you think you got money because you get a guaranteed paycheck of fiat money. Ain't no real fucking money. Your money ain't real. Y'all po. All y'all people thinking that you leveraging and you doing all of this with the banks. You're broke. Donald Trump is broke. Elon Musk is broke. The United States is bankrupt. That's a fact. How do you have 6 trillion and what do you want to call it? In assets and over 50 million in debt and you don't think you broke? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You don't think you broke and you got all that debt. Now, if I got debt, I'm a bad person. So if I'm a bad person with debt, right? If I'm a human with debt, I'm a bad person. What does that make you if you're a country with debt and you can't pay nobody? So instead of paying people, you go kill their leaders. You go kill people, grandparents. Yeah, y'all done killed everybody, grandparents. That's why nobody ain't got no grandparents, because y'all killed them all. Nobody has grandparents because you killed them all. Nobody has aunts and uncles because America killed them all. Y'all kill your own people every day. If you don't like what they say, you kill them. You call them crazy. You put them in a crazy home and try to put them on some medicine. That's what y'all do. Y'all are sick. The numbers show that I'm right. It ain't about me being right verbally. It's about the research says that I'm right. This is the research that Quante was doing when y'all killed him because he figured out y'all was sickos. Yeah, my brother found out y'all was sickos. That's why y'all went ahead and killed him. I don't care. Y'all are sickos. All of you people who support this is sick. If you support Donald Trump, you're sick. If you support Joe Biden, you're sick. You're all sick. You need to get some medicine. Excuse me, not medicine. You need to go run. You need to go pray. And don't go to church to pray. You need to pray in your prayer closet. Go in your closet and pray. Y'all need to talk to God because y'all are sick and not a culture, not a religion. Y'all need to talk to God, the higher power. Not this ain't about religion. A lot of y'all need to go to God and pray, and you need to tell him, please, Lord, forgive me for what I've done. A lot of y'all need to go to God and say, please, Lord, forgive me for what I've done. Because a lot of you are sick and you join in the sickness to feel good. You join in the sickness to feel good. That's gross. That's asinine. Y'all have nothing here. Nothing here. You get told what to do. Any person who get told what to do can't tell me what to do. Yeah, if you get told what to do, you can't tell me what to do. No, because you're sick. All of y'all are sick. That's all I can say. I just wanted to be live to say you're sick. Y'all need to work on your sickness. Because for you to think this is okay and for your family, if I was your family, I would never want to be y'all family. I would never want to be a person who kills live living kids just cuz, who snipes kids, who runs kids over in Humvees. I wouldn't want to be you. I wouldn't want to be you. I would never want to be you. I pray for people like y'all. Pray every day for people like y'all because y'all sick. That's why I record these lives so that when my spirit leave, when my physical leave this earth, and my physical is excuse me, my physical leave this earth, and I go in the dirt, and my spiritual, should I say, goes to God wherever we go to. Wherever we go to, when my spiritual leaves this earth, I still pray for y'all because y'all are sick. And y'all sit here and act like something's wrong with us. No, nothing's wrong with us. Y'all try to act like I'm a killer, but y'all killers. And then you scared. How you a killer? I'm grown, you grown. Tell me you a killer. Yeah, get to it. But y'all want to do sneaky stuff. That's what I don't like about y'all military dudes. Y'all sneaky. Y'all sneaky. You play in people face and play friend, and then you get sneaky. God is not. God is not proud of y'all. Your grandparents that aren't here, they not proud of y'all. Mm-mm, mm-mm. The kids that lived on this earth, they not proud of y'all. Ain't nobody proud of y'all. Y'all are sick. I'm so sick of you sick people acting like you're not sick. You act normal and then you get in your home and then you're sick. You get into these cults and you become sick. You picking on children, you're sick. You're picking on women, you're sick. And any women that supports this, they're sick. Because guess what? We need babies. We need babies that they don't make them some type of messed up when they come out the body. Yeah, they mess up people, kids, when they come out the body. That's what they good at. That's what they good at. Y'all good at fucking up people, kids when they born. We know that. It's not me. It's the numbers. It's public knowledge that y'all are sick people and y'all sit around and act like you're not. Y'all sit around and act like you're not. You walk around with pride and your back ain't even straight, but you try to make your back straight and walk around with pride when you're a sick person, a sick people. Actually, you're a sick culture of people, a sick culture of people. Who goes to another country and kills people for money? That's like somebody coming in your house and killing you for money. When you go to someone else's country and kill them for money, what's the difference between someone coming in your house and killing you for money, killing your children for money, killing your wife, killing your cousin for money? And y'all think it's okay? We all live on earth. We're all humans. It doesn't matter what language you speak. It don't matter what culture you are. None of that stuff matters. It matters that you're a human being. You deserve life, a free life. You deserve a life that people cannot control. You deserve that life. You don't need to earn it. God said that you can have it. So when a human on this earth says that your life can't be free, come on, man, if you ain't broke the law, and it's not their law, it's God's law. What's God's law? Do right, do unto others as you want done unto you. I learned that in the second grade. That was the golden rule at Fountain Elementary. You do unto others as you want done unto you. Well, if y'all going to kill other people kids, how you think they going to treat your kids in America when you over there killing people kids? That's why y'all kids so fucked up. Y'all kids are fucked up because you fucked up everybody else's kids. Your grandma fucked up because you fucked up everybody else's grandma. You didn't care about nobody else's grandpa. You didn't care about nobody else's auntie and uncle. All y'all care about is taking advantage of people so that you can feel like you're some type of a hierarchy. And then when you get to God, what are he gonna do? He gonna send you straight to the devil. God gonna send people like y'all straight to the devil because you don't repent for your sins. None of y'all repent for your sins. Instead, you continue to sin and sin and sin until you die. That's your problem. This ain't about church. This ain't about no book. This is about what God, y'all know what God means. Y'all know who God is. Y'all know what the higher power is. And y'all have been sick. Y'all know when you was a little bitty kid, there go my son running around. I won't show you which one. There go my son running around. When you was a little bitty kid like that, what did your parents put into you? God. Your parents told you about God. And then you grew up as a grown up and you decided that you wanted to hurt people. You wanted to make it a profession to hurt people mentally, spiritually, physically. That's not right. It's not right that y'all think that you can just hurt people or you can control people and it's okay. Israel is not real. There's no such thing as a state in the continent of Africa. There's no such thing as a state. They only have countries. Israel is an illegitimate state. Israel, and let's say Israel, and they call it Palestine now, but let's just go all the way back to the tribe of Judah and the land of Israel. That's real. You notice it's called the land of Israel, the tribe of Judah, and they didn't have no problems until what? The Caucasians came down from the Caucasus Mountains and they decided, hey, let's trade and let's do good business with y'all. And y'all killed everybody. Then you came to America, you met the Indians, and what you do? You gave them smallpox. See, y'all gave everybody diseases. Yeah, you sickos gave everybody diseases. The Indians said, hey, let's do good business. Let's trade. Let's work together. Excuse me, I don't want to call them Indians. They're Native Americans. The Native Americans were here first. And y'all came in and said, yeah, here go a cover. We'll give you something to cover your body and keep you warm. And you gave all their people smallpox, but you're a good person? That's what you're representing? Because y'all haven't changed. Your habits are the same. Y'all give people diseases. You give people sickness. You tell people, you give people cancer. These things are documented. These things are documented. Y'all are sick. And you sit around and act like it's normal to treat people this way. It's normal to have hungry people. It's normal to have people living on the street. No, it's not. We got more than enough money. Excuse me, America's bankrupt, but there's more than enough money in the world that we shouldn't have starving kids. We shouldn't have starving adults. We shouldn't have starving grandmas. We shouldn't have starving nothing. But instead, if somebody say something about y'all starving people, what you do? Call them crazy, kill people. Y'all sick. You're sick. Sick of this sickness in this country because all of y'all are sick. Oh, well, you're not supporting the country if you don't think that we're wrong, if you think we're wrong for what we're doing. No, you're wrong. Doesn't mean I don't support you, but I don't support ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. That means that you know better. You know better when you putting a scope on a kid head. You know better when you run it than you running a kid over in a Humvee. You know better than when you raping children and raping women in front of their husbands. You know better than that. You choose to do that. That's a choice. So that's why I love Muhammad Ali. I don't love Muhammad Ali for the boxing. I love Muhammad Ali because he said, I'm not going to that Vietnam War. He said, I'm not going. You can lock me up for five years. You can charge me $10,000. And he said, I'm still not going. But they needed Muhammad Ali because that boxing made them money, didn't it? I said they still needed Muhammad Ali because that boxing made them money. That's what y'all don't understand. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than your cult. This is bigger than your nice, pretty houses, your nice, pretty hotels, your beautiful car, the sexy girl. This is bigger than that. This has always been bigger than that. I could have easily started spending money and ran off from the world. But no, I wanted to fix what I grew up in because I didn't want, if my children decide they want to be here, for them to grow up in this stupid ass environment. A bunch of grown-ups who run around and attack children and utilize children as decoys, and they deploy the children to do their dirty work. You sick. I would never make a child do any dirty work for me. Take my life and send me to heaven, God. The Lord could strike me down today if I ever stand against a child, educate a child to do wrong. God can strike me down today. He can take my breath from me today. I will never agree with y'all in what you've done to children. You need to apologize. You need to apologize to every country that you killed a kid in. You need to apologize to every country you killed a grandma in, a grandpa, a cousin, a mom, a dad. You need to apologize, America. You need to apologize how you got this land 250 years ago. Y'all want to celebrate on July 4th? Well, guess how many people that are American don't get to celebrate? Guess how many people are American that's in that dirt today and they don't get to celebrate because y'all killed them, because you didn't like what they had to say. I thought it was freedom of speech. You didn't like what they was doing. God gave us free will. I repeat, God gave everybody free will. So if God gave us all free will, what's that mean? That means that we can all do what we want. If I want to be a trash man, I could be a trash man. If I want to be a cook, I could be a cook. If I want to go to the NBA, if I get drafted, I can go. God told us we can do whatever we want. And then y'all arrive with these cults trying to tell people what you think fits them best. You don't know what fits nobody best. You just got categories that you want people to fit in. Y'all have categories that you want people to fit in. If they don't want to fit in your category, why is it your right to try to control them or kill them? Make it make sense. And anyone who agrees with it, you're sick. It's not right. Y'all care more about, and I got a dog. Y'all care more about animals than you do humans. I repeat, y'all care more about animals than you do humans. All of you. That's the problem here. Some people, I know people, and I ain't cracking on nobody I specifically know, so hopefully they don't get offended. But I know people with four, five dogs, no kids, ain't never raised no kids, no nothing. Make it make sense. Go adopt a kid and not get money to, you know what? I'm sick of y'all adopting kids and getting paid for it. Thank you, God. Yeah, this God's spirit here. I'm sick of y'all adopting kids and getting paid for it. Because when y'all get paid for it, guess what? It's just like child support. You get used to that paycheck. Yeah, when y'all adopt children, it's just like child support. You get used to that paycheck. So your love for the child leaves. I got a daughter I ain't seen in 3 years, and guess what? 4 years, I believe. And guess what? My love will never leave. That love will always be here. I will never stand to teach children illegitimate business to move forward in this world and progress. Because that's what y'all do. That's what y'all, they got a stupid plane. This is what I do to the planes when I see them. Because they all culty. They all culty. Everybody wants to be a part of a cult, some group that makes them feel superior to other human beings. We're all equal. It doesn't matter how much money you have in your pocket. It doesn't matter where you grew up. It doesn't matter who your parents are. When God brings you to this earth and he blesses you to put your 2 feet on the floor, that's the blessing. The food you eat ain't even a blessing before you put your 2 feet on that floor. Because what if you don't wake up? It don't matter what food you bought yesterday if you don't wake up. Come on, y'all. Make it make sense. It doesn't matter. Anything you have when you die, God told us you can't take none of that with you. I repeat, God told us all the material things that you in love with, you can't take none of that with you. But we're on this earth and we're in love with material things. That's why we can't prosper, America, because America loves materials, not people. Don't tell me you love people. Show me. Don't tell me you love humans. Show me. Put it in your actions and take it out your words. Matter of fact, we just need to shut up and we just need to do action every day. Nobody talks. Everybody just do action. Don't say good morning to nobody. Wave. Pick your hand up and waves. Don't say, oh, you get on my nerves. Just ignore that person and move on. Don't just ignore that person and move on because we've gotten so sick that we think that we the judge and jury. God is the judge and jury. If you don't have any type of faith or you don't have any type of value to other people, well, what are you here for? To get yours, and then when you die, what? Your family gonna take all your money and they gonna spend it on something you don't like and something you don't want when you die. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna get all your life insurance and they're gonna spend it on something you don't want, something you don't like, and you dead. So they didn't forgot about you. Let's make it make sense. Too many people are in love with the material world and they don't have a spirit. They don't have a heart. They don't even know what love, y'all don't even know what love is anymore, man. This country don't know what love is. Y'all think because you celebrate a holiday that's love? That's not love. Y'all don't even know what love is no more. You're so built off of hate that all you do is do spiteful shit to other people to get a reaction. I repeat, your actions are spiteful in search of reactions. So you can call somebody crazy. So you can say your car is better than theirs. So that you can say you got something physical better than other people. Look at Jeff Bezos. That woman he date, she looked like a cyborg. She's the ugliest woman in the world. But because he got money, he got us some fake boobies and some fake everything. And what we all think. Well, not me. Maybe y'all. Y'all think he got something special. What's her heart like? Because I ain't seen her heart yet. I ain't seen that woman use her heart yet. Everybody always want the most beautiful woman and they heart stink. They heart's gross. I don't want a woman with a stinky heart. That's why I don't be around people with stinky hearts. Let's make it make sense, y'all. Y'all always want a title or something. You want to be the husband of the wife, you want to be the captain, you want to be the king, you want to be all of these titles. You want the management job at work, but your heart stinks. Your spirit is gross. Most of y'all spirits are gross. I wouldn't want my to see this is the beef that y'all got with me. I don't want my kids around y'all with stinky spirits. And y'all get mad at me and want to play games because your spirit stinks. A lot of y'all spirits stink. Look, most of y'all wouldn't even get on here with your head nappy, face looking like this. Yeah, yeah, pimples on. Most of y'all wouldn't get on the camera and look like that. You would have to make it pretty. You have to make it pretty. I don't need to make it pretty because I'm not here to look good for nobody. If you're not here to change the world, not America, because if you hurt the rest of the world, guess who you need to help? The rest of the world. Yeah, see, if I mess something up, I go fix that problem in a city, in a state, in a country. It doesn't matter. It's about having a heart and understanding just because we don't look the same doesn't mean we both don't have a spirit. Just because we not the same height, maybe not the same weight. Yeah, those are our physical differences. But what's your spirit like? Those are our physical differences. But what's your heart like? How many times do you talk to God before you pick up the phone and call your friend and say some dumb shit? Y'all need to talk to God before you talk to your friends. You need to talk to God before you talk to your coach. Well, how can I hear God? He probably ain't talking to you because you ain't saying nothing he want to hear. Yeah, God only talks to people who actually say things that God want to hear. God, I'm going through something tough right now. Can you help me? He'll send you a sign, but you got to be looking for the sign. You can't just be telling God, God, take care of me, and then you don't send no sign. Excuse me, and then you don't see the sign. Y'all don't even love the animals no more. No, you don't love the birds. Y'all want to hunt everything. You go to Africa, you hunt everything. That's all y'all want to do is pull out a gun and kill. It was so crazy when they was acting like I was a gun problem. And I'm like, I have one gun. I've had my gun license since I was 21, and I ain't shot nobody yet. What's the problem with me with a gun when y'all go to different countries with guns and kill people? You go hunt, up there in what's that place they go hunt at? All of the rich white people. Where the banks go. I can't think of the place right now. But they used to go there when I worked at the dealership, and I never wanted to go. They lock up all these big moose. They lock them all up in a cage. They all have their dinners and lunch and talk their rich people stuff. And then they go and they got all of these big old moose in one circle. So when they hunt the moose, they guaranteed to get one. When they hunt the moose, they or moose, elk, whatever, they guaranteed to get one. That's not hunting. That's not hunting. Oh man, make it make sense. Y'all are so all y'all want to do is kill people, kill things. I don't even like stepping on a spider. Aquarion Yarbrough, Aquarion Deshaun Yarbrough Sr. I don't even like stepping on spiders. And y'all, animals are going extinct because y'all killed them all just to hang them up on your wall and look pretty. Just to hang it up on your wall and look pretty, you kill all of the beautiful animals that God put on this earth. Now I didn't say we got to hunt because we got to eat, right? But y'all don't even eat half of the food that y'all hunt. You don't even eat half of the food you hunt. These are all facts. I've been around this my whole life, and I am so sick and tired of y'all and you're killing. All y'all do is kill. When do you wake up and say, you know what? I want to nurture? Every morning I wake up, since I've not even since I've had children, but I'm gonna say since I had children, I want to nurture. When I see my children every day, I want to nurture. Well, you spank your kids, so that's not nurturing. That is nurturing. Rather nurture than hurt. That's y'all problem. Y'all don't even have nurture in your heart anymore. Y'all don't have nurture for nothing. You don't have nurture for nature. You don't have nurture for humans. You don't have nurture for anything. Everything that y'all, everything you do has to do with something demonic. Y'all demonize everything. And the beautiful things in this world, the beautiful people, and I'm talking their spirit, the beautiful animals, the beautiful anything, you don't nurture, you take advantage. Everything that we got beautiful in this world, y'all take advantage of. You don't nurture. Come on now. When the last time you helped somebody and you didn't have to help them? Make it make sense. There go them planes again. When do you nurture? Look, they be in these planes right here and they drop bombs on kids. Just think, when you got a plane flying over you, you could have been that kid that get bombed. Every time I see a plane, if I see 10 planes a day, my heart drops because I say, that's how they flew over them kids and killed them. That's how they flew over grandmama and them and killed them. Yeah, right here in America, when they drop all of that mess in our air so we can't breathe. When they drop all the mess in the air so we can't breathe, they put all the pesticides in our food with the planes so we can't eat. So when we're eating, we can't even live to be 200. Y'all believe in the Bible, right? Everybody in America believes in Jesus, right? Well, in the Bible, it says I want to say it was Isaac, I don't even want to say no names. In the Bible, it says you can live to be 250 years old. Why ain't nobody living to 250 no more? God won't bless us like that no more. God don't bless us with 250 years, because guess what we would do for 250 years? America finna be 250 this year, and what we did, we kill every year. And we say, well, it's our nature to kill because we got to defend ourselves. How are we defending ourselves if we killing them? If we did the first piece of killing, how are we defending ourselves? How are you defending yourself if you hurt somebody? You're supposed to be apologizing. Or we go 10,000 miles to another country and kill people, and we call that okay. How did they start the Iraq and Afghanistan war, and now Trump starts the Iran war, and we all saying, well, what did Iran do to us? Because we know 9/11 wasn't real. We found that out. That's public knowledge. Bin Laden had nothing to do with 9/11. That was all Silverstein, and that was about life insurance. Yeah, yeah, just took out a life insurance policy on 9/11, on those two twin towers. I repeat, he had just took out a life insurance policy on those twin towers. And he killed Americans with bombs on the inside of the building. Those are facts. That's not a conspiracy theory. Those are facts. Some people, parents went to work, dropped their kids off at school, dropped their kids off at school, went to work, and they never came home. And y'all didn't care, as long as you got some money, as long as you got some dollars, nobody cares. As long as you get your money, you don't care about other people. No. You don't care that that kid is crying, that they grandma died, that they cousin died. You don't care about the person that's hurt after you make their family member disappear forever. How's your heart not hurt when you got we all got family members that die? How's your heart not hurt when you take somebody from their family? When that mother loses her child? When that father loses his child? Have you ever lost a child? Then again, some of y'all don't even like kids, so y'all ain't got none. Just imagine if you lost your child to what you did to other people. Imagine. If you lost your child for what you know what? That's what I think God should do. I think God should start taking from people what they take from other people. If you take somebody's daughter, God should take your daughter. If you take someone's mother, God should take your mother. I believe in that. And not humans. I believe God should take what you take from others. If you take someone else's money, if you steal, God should take whatever you got and give it to somebody else. Yeah, at the moment that you can remember. Not at the moment you can't remember like a kid, you're learning. Karma gonna teach you. But when you become an adult, you should be able to have enough cognizance. You should have enough willpower to want to say, I'm not gonna be that. Yeah, yeah. I grew up around nothing but stone cold steppers. I grew up and I said, if I got to step for my kids, I step. But outside of that, I'm just gonna get some money. Yeah, if I gotta go ahead and put you in the dirt for my kids, I'm gonna put you in the dirt. And I'll do it with my eyes open. I do it in public. I don't care if it's about my kids. Put you in the dirt about my kids. But if it ain't about my children, no, man. No. I'm ready to go meet God at any time when it come to my kids. I'm ready to go meet God right now today when it come to my kids. My kids ain't in no bad position, so I don't trip. I just let it all play out. But y'all gotta understand, it's too sick out here. It's too sick. Too many people surveillancing people in other people's business. Why are you in another person's business? Well, they said they did a crime. That's what they said, huh? Y'all always talking about what they said. Well, they didn't tell you about Silverstein and the 9/11. Hold up, I got one for you. Why is JP Morgan the only banker who didn't go on the Titanic? This ain't a conspiracy theory. He put all the other bankers on that brand new ship and they all died. And who's our number one banker? JP Morgan. He killed everybody so he could be the number one banker. Nikola Tesla, the one that Elon wants to be so bad. Nikola Tesla went to I don't know if it was JP Morgan. He went to one of the bankers back in the day. Can't think of who it was. And he says, "Hey man, I figured out a way to give everybody free electricity and it won't cost you nothing." They immediately fired him. He died not too much later than that. Now Elon shows up and acts smart and acts like he's doing something. No, you're just doing what Nikola Tesla already created. Nikola Tesla created everything Elon is doing right now that he's trying to take credit for and make money off of. That he has taken more government money than any other business. How did Elon take so much money from the Democrats and then all of a sudden he wants to be Republican? Because he got a contract out the deal. I repeat, he got a contract out the deal. Well, see, when people get a contract out the deal, their morals change. When people get a contract out the deal, all their morals change. Their heart changes. When a person gets a big paycheck, their heart for everything that it was supposed to be for changes because they say, oh, I don't got to do that no more. How you gonna take more money than the recipients on food stamps and you don't think that we shouldn't have people out here hungry? Make it make sense. My structure for everything I've built feeds the poor. That's a fact. That's a fact. I've never built anything that didn't feed the poor. When I sold cars, guess what I did? When after I got my kids and I got all their Christmas presents, I drop them off at because they was at my house, right? Then I go drop them off at their mama's house. Yeah, different baby mamas. I go drop them off at their mama house at 7 in the morning. And then what I do, I go out in the community and I go buy random kids' toys. Why? Because if God blesses me, he blesses my kids. Why wouldn't I go bless the community that I live in? I repeat, I've always believed in blessing others if mine are blessed. Why? Because it's an honor. It's honorable to have a bunch of money. It's honorable to have a mental that you can help others. You're supposed to raise your kid to want to help people. Here, they go a plane. Let's see. Let's see how close they get when they drop bombs. I go one up there. Just think about that. Every time you see a plane or you hear a plane, a kid died. Somebody's brother died. Somebody's sister died. We don't even know what their face looks like. Yeah, they didn't even look at their face before they bombed them. They just bombed them all because they said, hey, we want the oil. We want their oil. We want to control their economy in this country that has nothing to do with us because we need more money. We need more money. So we'll kill your kids. We'll kill everybody just for more money. Y'all got to stop this, man. And all of you people who support it, male, female, retired, no matter who you are, if you support this mess, you're sick. The only way we can become a better world, the only way we can become a better place, not a better country, because that's the catch. You notice China don't go to other countries and kill people. Iran didn't come to America and kill no Americans yet. They still ain't killed no Americans. How many Iranians have we killed? And I don't know nothing about Iran. I'm just talking from my research. I'm not Muslim. I don't even know the book. I ain't gonna lie. I got one. I don't even know it. I ain't read it yet. I'm speaking about humans. I'm speaking about people. How does Europe have so much gold, but they don't have a gold mine? They kill people to get it. I repeat, the same way that they tried to turn the land of Israel into the state of Israel, the same way they turned the tribe of Judah to Palestine. You notice they changed the name of everything so we don't do the real history and the real research. What's their names? I think what 1947? 1947 is when Israel became a state. Where's the only place with states? America. America is the only place with states. So how do we get a state into a country and then everybody there got blonde hair, blue eyes? That's what I don't get about y'all people with this darker skin. You copper colored people. Yeah, the people that were in America first were copper colored. They were called Moors. Yeah, copper colored people. You let somebody with blonde hair and blue eyes move into a country that they can't even not put on sun lotion for. They got to put on suntan lotion in order to be out in the sun. And you let them come and kill everybody in the country, poison everybody, make it make sense. Then they start making synthetic diamonds. Yeah, we're going to talk about the diamond industry. They make synthetic diamonds and sell them to you for fiat money and keep the real ones. And keep the real ones, y'all. Make it make sense. And them bugs is out here. I'm so tired of this. I'm sick of the sickness. I shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to talk like this. But I have to talk like this because it's like y'all don't care. All you care about is yourself. We are the most selfish country. We, America, me, you, we are the most selfish country on earth. We don't deserve a 250th birthday party. Yeah, if I was as bad as y'all was with a kid with my mama and my daddy, they wouldn't even give me a birthday party. They'd say, boy, you ain't been good at school. You've been getting in trouble. You don't deserve no birthday party. That's what my parents would say. So why do we deserve a birthday party when all we did for the last 250 years is kill people? Not even people who got a problem with us, people we disagree with. Martin Luther King, his family was paid in 1999 by the FBI. Because why? He was killed, murdered. And guess who set him up? Al Sharpton. You know that guy y'all like listening to? Al Sharpton took Martin Luther King out there on the balcony after he told Muhammad Ali they was going to kill him. He told Muhammad Ali they was going to kill him. Al Sharpton, so he could be the leader, took him out there and got him killed. Y'all don't want to talk about that, do y'all? Because the NAACP, man, I don't give a fuck about the NAACP. All that black, white stuff, I'm so sick of that. Y'all use all of that black, white stuff so that you can profit off of it. A human is a human, man. A human is a human. And you should care about them. When you walking down the street, you should say hi to that guy no matter what he's wearing. Hello to that lady no matter what she's wearing. If he's a dude that want to be a girl, who cares? If he's a girl that wants to be a dude, who cares? As long as you ain't bothering me, I don't care what you do with your personal life. Why should I care what a person does with their personal life? Not their work life, not their family life, their personal life. Y'all are sick, man. And y'all sit here and act like it's okay. I'm sick of it. Everyone acts like they're so great. Everyone acts like they're so much better than somebody because they got a bigger gun, because they got nicer shoes. Oh, I got this pair of Jordans. I got that pair of Jordans. So they all was built for $15, $10. Yeah, you paid $300 for some shoes that it took $10 to make. Stupid, stupid. And that's nothing against Michael. Get your money, brother. Get your money, brother. I got nothing against you. I'm just speaking truth right now. I got nothing against anybody when I'm stating a fact. I'm just stating the fact. I don't have hate in my heart like y'all. I don't. The only reason you can see hate, oh, thank you, God. Only people who can see hate is hateful people. The only people who can see hate is hateful people. And guess who are the only people that can see love? Loving people. Yeah, if you don't love, you can't see love. You can't see love if you don't love. I repeat, that's y'all problem. Y'all can't see things because you don't participate. Only way you love, and that ain't loving, but we gonna call it that for now so y'all understand. Only way you love is if you're getting something out of it. You're supposed to just love. That's what God said. He said you're supposed to love thy enemy. That's in the Bible. You're supposed to love thy enemy. Why are we representing the Bible and we supposed to be a part of the Bible, right? We care about Jesus and all that. Well, why we don't love thy enemy? Why we kill thy enemy? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You're supposed to love thy enemy. I was listening to Dick Gregory the other day. I love Dick Gregory. I love Dick Gregory. I wish I could have met Dick Gregory because he was way better than all y'all. No, Dick Gregory say something one day. He say when he was growing up, like myself, when he was young, he always thought he needed to get his gun and handle some business. He used to get drunk. He used to do all these things. He said, but then who came to him, man? I don't want to lie. Somebody came to him, one of the older leaders, and he say, no, man, you supposed to love them. When they ignorant like that, you supposed to love them. Yeah, Dick Gregory say you supposed to love ignorant people because they don't know no better. They were taught to be stupid. Why do you think we have why do we have European learning in America? Anglo-Saxon learning, Anglo-Saxon math, Anglo-Saxon science. Make it make sense. No, we need to have American culture in America. What's that? A bunch of people like a pot of gumbo. A bunch of people that's like a pot of gumbo mixed up with a bunch of different styles, different personalities, and we just mix it up and see what we like. And if you don't like something, guess what? If you don't like the gumbo, what? You ain't got to eat it. If you don't like the gumbo, you ain't got to eat it. Like right now, I don't like America's gumbo. So I want to go to another country. I want to go try another country's gumbo. I want to get away from, I don't want to be in y'all way. I don't want to be on your internet. I don't want to be none of that no more. I do this for the people who need it. I do this for the people who need it, not the people who want it, not the people building narratives. I do this for the people who need it. I want to go somewhere else and eat they gumbo. I don't want America's gumbo no more. It's gross. It's nasty. It makes you sick. It makes you throw up. Yeah, when you throwing up, yeah, you getting all them demons out. I don't want America's gumbo no more. Why you think they name all the liquor stores wine and spirits? It's a spirit in that liquor, y'all. Y'all don't know? It's a spirit in that liquor. And I'm not saying I ain't gonna drink in the future. That's not my point. I just know what spirit I get when I drink. I like that spirit sometimes, and sometimes I don't like that spirit. So I'm very careful with the drinks that I drink because I understand what spirit I get. You should too. That's what y'all don't understand. If you go all the way back to Dalai Lama used to smoke weed. Don't nobody want to talk about that. Yeah, go all the way back. Even the what they is. What's the monks? The monks smoke weed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't tell you that because it's a plant from the earth. That's not advertising for weed, that's just simply saying the earth has God gave us everything on earth that we could eat. He gave us everything on earth that we can drink. That's why you're supposed to drink. What's your body weight? You should be drinking 50% of your, actually, no, what'd he say? I think Dick Gregory said 70%, but we're gonna go with 50%. You should be drinking 50% of your body weight in water every single day. Do we? No. No, because we want that artificial flavor soda, that artificial flavored pop. We want that liquor, and we got to drown that liquor out with a little bit of soda. I used to drink, when I first started drinking, I was drinking Crown Apple and Cherry Coke. Somebody put me on that drink. Ooh, it was good too. Ooh, it was good. But that sugar wasn't good for me. And all the other things that come with it weren't good for me. Y'all don't think about the things that you consume because you don't care. Excuse me. You only care about yourself. You don't care about how you're reacting. See, your actions create your also, excuse me, your actions also create your reactions. You don't care how you're reacting based off of your actions. I do. That's why I can sit in the house every single day and not be bothered because I care about my actions and how they turn into a reaction. That's what I care about. That's where my heart is at. Well, you act like you perfect. I never said that. Actually, if I was perfect, I wouldn't be able to talk to you today. If I was perfect, I wouldn't be able to talk like this because guess what? I ain't been through nothing. I ain't been through nothing. That's the thing when it comes to it's like girls. People don't realize a lot of us was raised around in the neighborhoods of the whores, the prostitutes, and the pimps. So who makes us the most comfortable? The whores, the prostitutes, and the pimps. Why? Because they just love you for you. Yeah, not these people who go get these jobs or go in the military or they do all of these things and then they become more honorable than thou. Nah, man. Everybody got to go through what they go through. And when they go through it, who are you to judge? If you don't like it, get away from them. But who are you to judge? Who are you to judge? Y'all, the military niggas pay for more women than anybody. Than anybody. I know it for a fact. So who are you to judge if somebody go out here and pay a girl? If a girl go pay a guy, who are you to judge? Tell the truth. Let us see your bank account statements on what you spent your money on. Why you judging? That's y'all problem. Y'all always judging people, but when it comes down to it, y'all no different. You're actually a more shady, sneaky version. Because what do I know? Y'all spend all your money to impress people. All of you. All of you. You spend your money to impress people. I don't spend money to impress anybody. I don't even try to impress my kids. I want them to enjoy the fruits of my labor, but I don't impress my children. I can care less to impress them. I don't give a hell about impressing them. I'm going to teach you what's right and what's wrong. Yeah, I do my best to do no wrong in my children's face since day one. And if I do something, they say, well, you shouldn't do that. No, my kids needed to see that. When I cut up in front of my kids, they need to see that because they need to know. If somebody demonstrate in front of your kids and they playing with you in front of your kids, you better demonstrate in front of your kids and let your kids know. Don't nobody play with me in front of you. Ain't no pull you to the side. No, don't play with me in front of my kids or I'm going to make an example of you in front of my kids. I'm going to make an example of you in front of my kids or you can make an example out of me. But we're going to make an example today. We're going to stand on some business. Y'all are now a sick people. And I pray that God shows up tomorrow and he sends me to another country. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go to China. I'll go to Japan. I'll go to Abu Dhabi. I'll go to Africa. I'll go to anywhere but this place because y'all don't learn. We're 250 years old and y'all ain't learned nothing. Y'all still want to kill. Y'all still want to rob. Y'all still want to steal. When do we change America? What if your mama was 250 years old and still doing the same thing? If you think 15-year-old kids and 10-year-old kids supposed to do the right thing, help me understand why America is 250 and she can't do the right thing. He can't do the right thing, whatever we want to call it a day. Make it make sense. Close the door, buddy. Make it make sense. Put your shoes on. Put your shoes on. Y'all have been so hateful to each other that y'all ain't understood that y'all are the sickness because everybody around you tells you you're not sick. It's them. No, you're the problem. You're the problem. No other country has ever come to America, flown planes over it, and dropped bombs. No other country has showed up to America and gave us diseases and gave us what else they gave America? They gave us starvation. America gives America starvation. America starves it. Our military starves its own people. Our presidents starve their own people for money. For money. We got too many people in Congress. What do you need 250 people for? What do you need 250 people for? We don't even got 250 people that work at the school. And if we do, they all stupid because the teachers are only teaching for a paycheck at this point. We don't got no teachers teaching with love no more. We don't got no more loving teachers, but they can't be loving because all y'all kids is bad. Yeah, it ain't the teacher's fault. All y'all kids is bad. It's hard to teach 10 kids when the other five bad. Don't no teacher want to teach y'all kids. Why would anybody want to teach y'all kids? No, y'all not making any sense. All of you parents nowadays, y'all suck. You send your kid to school and you think the school's supposed to raise your child. The schoolhouse ain't supposed to raise your child. They supposed to educate your child. You supposed to raise your child. But we got too many people running to the government to get a government paycheck, putting somebody on child support, and then where does it put y'all? I don't pay child support, by the way. I'm talking about child support because child support I don't think is right. You get child support, but the man or the woman can't see their kid. Make it make sense. How you gonna get money for the kid, but the man or the woman can't see their kid? Why does a man get every other weekend? Man shouldn't get every other weekend. It should be 50-50. And he need to show up because a lot of y'all don't show up. I'm talking about you too. A man should get why? That's 50% my baby. So give me my 50%. That's off the rip. That's not when somebody, no, 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 no. Y'all get a husband cheating on a wife or a wife cheating on a husband. You think that should be more child support and less time with the kid. He didn't cheat on the kid. He cheated on the woman. She didn't cheat on the man. She cheated excuse me, she didn't cheat on the child. She cheated on the man. What does that have to do with the child? Make it make sense. What does any of that have to do with the child? Y'all have taken your personal lives, taken them to court, and intertwined your personal lives with the children. That's why the children fucked up. Because all y'all do is put your personal life with the children. The children should have nothing to do with adults' personal lives. Y'all have put it in the court system. You put it in DHS. Oh yeah, we talk about y'all. Y'all go anywhere and you lie and say anybody that done anything to a kid just so that you will get what you want out the child. Come on, man. How does that work? How does that help the child when you take the child from the biological DNA parent of a child? How does that help the child? So they can be taught by somebody who don't know what that child finna go through because they don't got the DNA? I'm not saying step parents are bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you a step parent, you got to understand where that child came from and you got to understand where that child is going. You can't be trying to implement your statutes and your style on that child. Why? Because they come from a different parent with a different background. They know different things. So if you're not experienced in that area, you might not need to do that. If you're not experienced with foster kids, see, I grew up with all foster kids. My mama adopted my uncle. Me and my brother had a stepdad, and we had Daniel, Derek, Dusty. We had another kid in between there too. My baby sister's adopted. Me and my little brother don't got the same dad. So I grew up in that type of an environment. That's why I'm prepped for that type of an environment. If you didn't grow up in that environment, then guess what? You might not speak on that environment. Yeah, if you grew up with a bunch of money and you didn't have to go through much struggle, or you just grew up in a good neighborhood, but y'all didn't have a bunch of money, guess what? You'll never understand. If you had and I hope my kids never understand. Let's be very clear. If you had mama and daddy, quit talking to the kids about what a stepdaddy's supposed to do if you ain't had no stepdaddy. If you ain't had no stepmama, quit talking to the kids about what a stepmama should do, because guess what? You ain't have no stepmama. If you ain't been through it, can you keep on speaking on it in the most educated way and you're not even educated? That means that you're teaching a child to go down the wrong path. Make it make sense. I am so sick of this country and its people. And I know y'all probably sick of me too. That's perfect. Maybe you'll help me get away from here faster. Yeah, somebody give me a plane so I can fly the hell up out of here. Get me a plane and I'll leave America so quick. Because America holding up. They got sanctions on my money because I won't give them no money. America, I'm not giving you no money. You didn't work for this money, America. America, you didn't work for this money. You didn't work 6 days a week. Get off work, pick up your kids, feed them dinner every single night. You didn't do that. You didn't make sure they had snacks to go to bed. You didn't make sure they took a bath every night before they get to bed. America, you didn't do that. I did that. I did that, America. No, you wanted me to fail, America, because you looked at my kids and you said, he can't do that. Yes, I can. You wanted me to fail, America. It's documented you wanted me to fail. Not one person, not two person. Y'all as a unit, as a whole, United States Army wanted me to fail. United States Air Force wanted me to fail. United States Marines wanted me to fail. That's documented. And everybody who wanted me to fail, they kids suck. Everybody who wanted me to fail, their kids are stupid. Because why? They should have been teaching their kid instead of trying to make me fail. Hmm. A lot of y'all should have been teaching y'all kid instead of trying to make Aquarion fail. You didn't understand. Y'all don't have enough money to have this conversation. You need a loan. America needs a loan from a 33-year-old guy. Think about that. I'm the kid in this situation. America finna be 250 years old today. I'll be 33 today. And guess what? What America done for me besides give me problems? Send my mama to Iraq, kill my brother, put my daddy in jail for self-defense. What else can we do? America ain't done nothing good for my family. So when y'all talking the 4th of July, and when I talk about my grandma's house, that's celebrating my family when I talk about the 4th of July, because that's when we come together. That's when my family come together. That's when we have our best moments. That ain't got nothing to do with America, because America ain't been good to my family. America wasn't good to my grandma. America wasn't good to my grandpa. America ain't been good to none of my people. And I'm not talking about black people. I got white cousins, light-skinned cousins, all kinds of things. America ain't never been good to my people. And I know my people ain't done nothing to nobody. Yeah, we do wrong, but we ain't done nothing to nobody to be treated like we get treated as good as we treat people. America treat my mama like my mama ain't raised all these foster kids and all these kids and all these things. America ain't done me no good. So when you get to talking about how you're proud of America, why are you proud? Because you went to war and killed somebody? That's why you proud? That's what you're proud about? Because let's be honest, look at all our families struggling nowadays. That's good. We're going to be proud of that on the 250th birthday of America, that we got people out here poor and hungry. We got people out here that need real help, kids out here that need real help that don't have parents. Kids that need real help that don't have parents. And we're proud on the 250th day? I'm not. That's why you don't see me living in a big house right now. That's why you don't see me driving a pretty car right now, because I'm not proud of America. And America don't like that I'm not proud of America. I don't care. You ain't never been good to my people, America. I repeat, I'm not talking about black people, America. I got all kinds of family. You ain't been good to my people, America. So don't sit here and tell me about your American dream when everybody don't get to live it. Many children don't get to live the American dream, but you get to live the American dream. And their children, they're supposed to dream every day. Children are supposed to dream every freaking day. They should be laying down on that pillow, not having a nightmare. They should be having a beautiful dream. Make it make sense, America. You owe it to the people, not a president, not a Congress, not a specific type of people. America, you just owe it to the people. That's the only way we grow is from the soil. Y'all aren't putting anything in the soil. You're just walking on the soil. You're not growing anything new. All y'all worried about is your money, your paycheck. You're not worried. You don't have a heart anymore, America. America, you don't have a heart no more. You don't have love no more, America. And just because two or three people love, just because two or three people got a heart that you can use as an example, I'm talking about a culture. I'm talking about a culture. When are we going to love again, America? When are we going to stop hurting people, America? When we going to say, you be your country, I be my country, and we just be nice to each other, America? Trump keep talking about this Iran war and how they got a deal. Iran keeps saying we don't even got a deal. America? When you going to stop lying in the media, America? When you going to stop lying to our people, America? There was another plane. Right there. That's Southwest right there. That Southwest bomb, that's who a part of kidnapping my oldest daughter, Ariana. Southwest. Right there. They bomb kids too. Yeah, they steal kids. They help steal kids from their parents. That's what Southwest does. So when you say, why do you not like the airplanes and you always give them a middle finger? Until I see my daughter, I'm always get a planes a middle finger. Until I see my daughter, I always get a planes a middle finger because I didn't do nothing wrong. I ain't done nothing wrong. I'm a better daddy than any daddy I've ever met, and it ain't close. It ain't even close. Financially, physically, mentally, spiritually. You get any daddy you want and line him up against me, and I promise you, with what I've been through and what my kids didn't see, it ain't even close. America, when y'all gonna get your hearts back? When you gonna quit letting people tell you how to use your heart? When is America gonna let people stop telling them how to use their brains? Get off the computers, get off your phones unless you're listening to some good content. Y'all need to get it together because that's what's wrong with the country. We have sick people working with sick people, leading sick people, and it puts us all in a sickness. It makes our children sick. It makes our children want to hurt people. Yeah, if every day you want to hurt somebody, it makes our children want to hurt people. Not about what's on the internet. I'm talking about real life. If every day you want to hurt somebody, what are our children going to want to do? If every day you want to steal from somebody, what are our children going to do? Your children is the worst version of you. That's what y'all don't understand. You taught that kid. When you left that kid alone, you taught him a lesson. When you was around that kid, you taught him a lesson. Every angle of this is you teaching the child a lesson. Y'all don't realize that. When you don't show up, you teach the child a lesson. That's why I always show up. And when I don't show up, I don't make an excuse. I tell my child exactly what happened. No, that judge lied, that judge lied, that judge lied. Yeah, that lawyer lied. Your mama lied. Yeah, she let them lie so that it would benefit her. I tell it all to my child. That's not mess. That's telling your child the truth so they know their real story. So when my beautiful boys grow up and they start having kids, guess what? They're gonna know to stay away from women like their mamas. They're going to know to stay away from judges like y'all judges. They're going to know to stay away and not vote for presidents like the last few you didn't vote for because Obama wasn't shit either. Obama didn't do nothing. He bombed and killed kids too. I don't care about his skin color. I don't care about all that. Obama started wars too. Every president, George Bush, everybody, they all want to hurt people to get money. It's not right. It's not right. And one day we all need to wake up and understand that the situation we put ourselves in, I'm not talking French. I'm not talking French, but we put ourselves in this situation, America. And now we're going to be 250 years old, and all we can say is what? What can we say, America? What have we done positive for any other country that didn't have to do with money, America? What did we do positive? We let Hillary and Bill Clinton go over to other countries and poison them. We let Bill Gates go over to other countries and poison their children and run tests on their children. We did that, America. We did that. Didn't no country do nothing to us, America. It's been 250 years and still ain't nobody done nothing to us. Everything that's been done to America, we did it to ourselves. The Oklahoma City bombing, we did it to ourselves. Every time there's a massacre in America, we do it to ourselves. The Boston Marathon, we did it to ourselves, America. Don't no other country bomb themselves like we do, America. Make it make sense, but everybody want them insurance payments. Everybody want them insurance payments. We made life insurance a business and everybody started dying. The moment people found out they could make money off life insurance, they start killing their family members for some money. And once all the money is gone, the family member can't come back. Once all the money's gone, the family member gone. Everybody's still crying. Everybody still miss them. And the money's gone. That's America. Y'all only want to talk about what you want to talk about in America. But when you start telling the truth, then you start figuring out, oh, we've been getting lied to. Or maybe we ain't getting lied to. Maybe we just don't want to live the truth because that would be too hard for us. Maybe us Americans don't want to live the truth because it would be too hard for us. Yeah, because when you start telling the truth, a lot of y'all won't like yourself. A lot of you Americans won't like yourself if you start telling the truth. You've hurt so many people. Y'all have hurt too many people, too many families, too many children. Too many children don't got a mom and a daddy today. And it's your fault, America. And you did it on purpose just because you wanted control of somebody else's kids. I didn't have to take this mission. I could have easily not done this, but I took this mission over the last realistically 7 years. I took this mission because I said, man, I don't want my sons to grow up in this environment. I don't want my daughters to live in this environment. I don't want my daughters to be a baby mama. I don't care how many I got. I don't want my daughters to be a baby mama. I don't want my sons to be a baby daddy. Well, you should have done something different. I tried. I got married twice. It didn't work. So I got divorced twice. That was smart. Why? Because it wasn't good for my children. I got divorced because it wasn't for me. I could stay in any relationship. That's easy. I got divorced because it wasn't good for my children. That's what y'all don't understand. When a child is born, the parents got to understand when a child is born, it's not about you no more. It's about the child. Your opinion don't even matter no more. Nothing about you matters anymore when that child is born. Until my children leave this earth, nothing matters. Because why? I want them to have the best experience. If they're not having the best experience, it's my focus to get them the best experience. That's what a real parent does. That's what real love is. But y'all didn't do that. Y'all chose pretty cars, pretty houses. Yeah, y'all chose all that stuff. Y'all chose everything over your children. Go do your research on yourself. When you could have helped your child after you helped them 3 times, and that 4th time you didn't want to help them because they always messing it up. Well, stop just giving them stuff. Walk them through the process. What I'm giving you money for? Okay, let me do the process with you to make sure you spend this money right. Oh, I can't do it? Well, I ain't helping you. Y'all don't even go through that. You just tell your kid no. What if all three of them times they made a mistake? Maybe they girlfriend or boyfriend helped them make that mistake. Maybe they cousin helped them make that mistake. They favorite cousin. Maybe they friend. You don't even know. You don't want to study your child. You don't want to figure out what it was that made your child make mistakes. Because why? Because why? You don't want to take responsibility for anything, parents. That's why I say you parents suck. Y'all don't take responsibility for nothing. Y'all just point the finger. Point the finger, blame somebody else, the normal thing. Where's your heart? When you have a child, you should be sacrificing everything more than you would sacrifice for America. Y'all will give your life for America, but you won't give your life for your child. Y'all will give your life for America, but you won't give your life for your child. And giving your life for America is not giving your life for your child. Giving all they gonna do is put your kid in the military and then they might die like you died. Make it make sense. I'm done. I don't even care about making none of y'all happy. Y'all need to get a heart. You need to find love. You need to find God. You need to pray. A lot of y'all need to pray. Your spirit is ice cold, and it ain't cold, Iceman cold. No, it's just ice cold mean. Y'all just mean to everybody. You're nosy. You're always in other people's business. Mind your own damn business. Show some love, man. Have some humility. Over it. Let me go and get up out of here, man. How I close this?